Hello, Happy New Year. I hope you've had a brilliant break and you're excited to get back into it. I do like a break, but I do like my routine as well. So I'm glad to be, this is my first day back in clinic, seeing my clients again. And it's really nice to see everybody. I think everybody is kind of saying the same thing, that we are exhausted. Is it a holiday or is it just kind of a lot of busyness? So we have time to now reflect on the new year ahead, so that I've put out a few posts around creating your vision and planning in private practice. And I'm very excited to share that the doors for the next Getting Started in Private Practice course are now open. So you've got a couple of weeks to join us. The course starts on February the 9th, on the Monday, and it's kind of 5 weeks of 5 modules, but it's over 6 weeks, because in the middle we're going to have a kind of a drop-in afternoon where instead of teaching anything, I'm just going to be online and you can drop in with the stuff that you're working on. So I will drop in a link below to the course. So this is for you if this is your year to start private practice and you want to fast track it. So yes, there's so much information out there now, but if you want the step-by-step roadmap, everything I've created over the last 15 years in private practice to get fully booked with consistent referrals from self-funding clients. So it's also for people that have maybe set up the business like I did, working for referral companies and insurance companies, and thinking, actually, that's like having 10 bosses. I want to just work with self-funding clients. Then you need a consistent strategy for attracting consistent clients. And this is what the course gives you. So people join the course when they're in the last year of training and they know that private practice is going to be in the future, because the longer the road to kind of setting up, the better, really, because you can get really good solid foundations in place. All people join in the first few years. And unfortunately, some people are doing it in their training and there just isn't the jobs out there now. So they're having to go straight into private practice. So I did the masterclass last night, which I hope was really invigorating for people. Lots of people joined the Getting Started in Private Practice course, and hopefully it just gave you a bit more of a clarity and a kind of a focus on your business, because we spend a lot of time working in our business and we need to spend some time working on our business, which is what Therapist Corner is all about. So the doors are open to the course, and if you join this week, this is early bird offer week. So if you join, the price of the course is £597. You get £50 off this week, a free one-to-one call with me, so that we can kind of plan your strategy and look at your individual kind of needs, maybe decide on your niche, put a plan to get your first 5 clients together. That's generally what I tend to do in these one-to-one calls. You can use it within the next 3 months. So you can kind of go, I need to see you now, or you get a link to my calendar and you can book it in later down the line. And also, I'm going to be running a content masterclass, because this is the thing that I work with lots of people on. And so it's £97, and it's all about how to blog for business, how to create good content consistently and easily, because we're going to have to be showing up differently in 2026. So that's coming out in March. If you join the Getting Started in Private Practice course, you get access to that free. So you get a free ticket to that course that's coming soon. So it's like getting £300 off the course if you join this week. Places are limited, because I want to spend a lot more time with the people that are on the course. We've always just been like the more the merrier and work through the modules, but actually people want that more one-to-one support, time to kind of share what they're working on, have their questions answered, things like that. We are capping the kind of the intake to just 50 people that can join this cohort in February. So if it's time, if you're ready to join me, I'd love to have you on. If you've got any questions, do just pop me an email. I'll put my email below. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. There is a payment plan. So if you're skint, as many of us are, there's a payment plan, so that will help. It's a pay in three, I think it is. And I think this year in private practice, it's the landscape is changing. I think we've had a tough kind of 6 months in, or last year really, with people don't have as much money. We're all holding on to things and being a bit more careful because there's been so much uncertainty out there in the world. And referral companies are doing the same thing. So they're starting big employment drives, so employing their own therapists, which means if you work for a referral company, referrals, they're going to reduce. I know Bupa, a very popular health insurance company, they're opening up their own face-to-face clinics. They've been doing a massive recruitment drive. You will have seen that everywhere, employing their own therapists. So if you are solely relying on on referral companies, it's time to change up your strategy. And that is a different way of running your own business. It's running your own business where you are just the boss. You're not just getting referrals from other people, but you are generating your own system of referrals. It's a different way of running a business. It's how I've run my business for over 10 years. And I want to teach you, I want you to learn from kind of somebody who's been there and taken the steps that you're wanting to take and support you on your journey. So if you want all the steps, step-by-step roadmap that the Getting Started in Private Practice course provides, come and join us. I'd love to have you on this cohort. I think it is going to be the busiest cohort because over 400 people signed up for the masterclass and have been on the waiting list for this. So I'm kind of like, how much do I advertise it? But as you're on the email list for Therapist Corner, you've had some of the emails already. But if you decide not to join me and you're going to be in Therapist Corner, I look forward to seeing you on Friday for our first Q&A of 2026. Can you believe? So have a brilliant week, and I hope January is a fabulous month for you and 2026 is a brilliant year. I'm very excited to continue to support you on your private practice journey, wherever you might be on that journey. I think, as the landscape of private practice changes and there's changes in the way these big corporate companies run their mental health services, it would be great if we could come together and really work together to make sure that people out there can choose a person as a therapist and not a big corporate company. And to do that, we need to be working together and building businesses that are successful and sustainable with consistency. That is the key, because I think we can do it short term, but initially the boom and bust is very, very real, isn't it? And I've learned how to get out of that because it wasn't sustainable for me. It's very nerve-wracking. And we can support each other in sharing ideas and learning off each other. So there's exciting things coming in Therapist Corner. And if any questions, my email is below. I shall see you soon.